bounce back night tonight. I think you had a double-double, a lot better than the Louisville game. How did tonight feel for you?
Tonight felt good. After the loss versus Louisville, we went into practice and we talked about the things we have to work on, starting with defense, and that was our main goal tonight, was to be good on defense.
It seemed like you got a lot of offensive boards out there that led to easy points for you in the paint, man. Just, rebound has been a big thing for this team heading into the season. Just where you feel like you all are on that heading into this game and your all's work on the boards.
That's just what I do. That's just one of the things I'm really good at, rebounding. I understand, like, I'm not always going to get a play drawn off of me. So if I want to score, sometimes I got to go rebound. So that was the mentality tonight, and that should be the mentality every game going on from now on.
There's been some moments this season where we've seen you initiate offense, even bringing the ball up the court. I guess how comfortable do you feel kind of in that ball handling, decision making, playmaking kind of role?
I feel very comfortable with handling the ball. I'm from New York City. That's something like I always had. No matter what any position I played throughout my life, I always had that. So I'm very comfortable in that. So I should tell Coach to draw more plays like that.
Well, we've seen what Coach Pope did last year with Amari Williams and some other big men, just empowering them to make decisions on offense. I guess how much of that was a draw for you coming to Kentucky, and what's that like in practice when Pope and the other coaches are kind of empowering you to do that?
They know I can handle the ball, so they just tell me to once I get the ball, start the break, or give it a pass-ahead pass. Coach, he tell me that all the time. Just run the offense, start the transition offense. So that's been a big thing.
Mo, you talked about being from New York. How excited are you for the Champions Classic, going back home, playing in front of those fans? Ortega had that moment last year.
Man, I can't wait. I can't wait to play in New York. It's gonna be my first time playing in New York in my collegiate career. So, I'm gonna have family, friends come out to watch me, and it's at the Garden. That's every kid's dream to play at the Garden. So I'm looking forward to it.
Did you attend a lot of games there as a child, and it's a full circle moment?
Not as many, but I wasn't a Knicks fan growing up. Honestly, I wasn't a Knicks fan because it was okay growing up. But
Who did you play for?
I was a Lakers fan. Surprisingly, Kobe's my favorite player growing up as a kid. So, but I always kind of supported the Knicks, so I just wasn't a fan.
Coach talked about after the game and yesterday some emotions that went on pre-game before the Louisville game. Who's maybe stepping up? And you talked about maybe being a leader in the preseason, Ortega returning. Who's stepping up to help keep guys, and especially these young guys, new guys' emotions in check in these big moments?
I've been trying to do that a lot. Coming into this team, Coach told me one of the things he wanted me to be is a vocal leader for the team. So, I've been the guy, one of the guys that speaks up when it's time to be spoken, too. So, me, Ortega, Colin been doing a very good job at it as well. And and even we got Malachi, even him being a young guy, he's one of our vocal leaders, especially on offense or throughout the game. He's always talking. So
I kind of know when I'm gonna get in. There's obviously we're a team that doesn't play that only 4 or 5 guys play 35 minutes. You know that you're gonna get your 15-20 minutes, and then you gotta be at your 100%, 110% these 15 to 20 minutes. That's just what I try to do. I try to rebound the ball, run as fast as I can, and honestly, I feel really comfortable now. Although I shot 1 for 4 trees, I'm really comfortable shooting it, and I feel really good in this playing with these guys in this system. So I'm expecting it to be much better, and against much stronger teams.
How would you describe your comfort level now, as opposed to when you finally arrived and started practicing?
Honestly, I'm really comfortable here. I mean, the how they approach me, how they coach me, it's. When you mess something up, they told you, but they also you get some little punishment. But I like that. It's really good, and I'm learning every day, and I'm feeling really comfortable. These 4 games we played, I felt really comfortable on the floor, and I think that I'm bringing a really good spark when I get in. No matter how much I play, 10, 15, 20 minutes, that I always bring some spark, some energy, some good moves, and I feel really comfortable now, and I can't wait to play another games on it.
Coach Pope, just talk to us about ladders. Have you experienced this fun?
What is that? What is that?
The ladders. I suppose that's running.
Oh yeah. We had some. If you don't sprint to defense, you run, and you know that one of the last plays, Jasper threw me an alley-oop and I dunked it and I hang on the rim, so that counted for not going back to defense. So, and I got a few of them, but luckily they were erased in the last moment. But you know, it's going to be a different story in New York.
How are you feeling heading into New York? I assume you've never been there before. You know, famous stadium. How much did you know about it in your time in Croatia? And then how excited are you to play there on Tuesday?
Yeah, I was never in New York, never in Madison Square Garden. I mean, obviously the one of, if not the most legendary arena in the world. The team, I also didn't play Michigan State, but I know they're a good team. They're a real challenge for us, and but we're very motivated. We're not gonna forget the Louisville loss anytime soon. So we're very motivated to go in New York and show that we're the best team in the country, not just against unranked, but also against any ranked team in the world.
I'm sure you've already been asked about it, but kind of what was the mood yesterday when Jalen went down?
Yeah, like I said, I'm not actually really emotional guy. I don't show much emotion, but when Jalen went down, when he screamed and called for B Wells, I got goosebumps, and I was really sad. And you know, I didn't know what to say to him. I just sat next to him, telling that everything's gonna be good, to keep tight. But you know, he's a really strong dude, and I don't want to make a big deal out of his injury because he's going to bounce back really sooner than later. And yeah, but to have such a good man, such a good human outside of the court and good player on the court injured, it's really making me a little bit sad. I can't lie.
Nice to see him back, I'm sure, in the arena. I mean, some guys go down like that, they might not even be at the game tonight.
Yeah, no, for sure. He's handling himself in such a strong way. He's cheering on the guys, smiling, and I know inside of him it's not easy. It's not easy to do that. So that's a big thing for him, and I respect that.
What have you seen from these other guys who might be stepping in and have already stepped into that one role? DA, Colin, Jasper.
Yeah. I mean, definitely out of those three guys, the DA is the most naturally point guard option. Of course, Colin and Jasper can also step up if needed, but you know, both of them are score first guards, and DA. I mean, I think that it's also easier for them to play the shooting guard with DA than to handle all the point guard's responsibilities alone. But although Jalen is out, I think we'll have no problem because DA is amazing, and when Colin and Jasper, we saw some really flashy assists from Jasper today, for me, for everyone. So I think we'll have a problem, and that's just like I said, that's just the beauty and strength of this team, that we're so deep that no matter what position, what guy went down, it's not felt in the team, and we're the same.
I'll say that defense is the thing that really can try to get me going, because if I'm not hitting any shots, I can still bring energy to everybody else by playing defense. Even in the Louisville game, me getting the block kind of sparked everybody. They were all saying, can we get another stop, get another stop? So little things like that.
How mad were you at that first one tonight?
Which one?
Going about halfway down and coming out, where you're like, come on, man.
Yeah, I mean, I practiced that, so it's, you know, you're going to make some, you're going to miss some. End of the day, I'm grateful to be able to earn another shot. So, end of the day, if you miss one, just you got to have the confidence to shoot the next one. That's all Pope tells me every single day.
You know, you guys are heading on to another, big time matchup there, going to New York next week, playing Michigan State. One, have you ever been to New York or played in New York? And two, what are you feeling like heading to the big city and playing on another big time stage?
Yeah, I've been in New York before. My brother, he played at St. John's when I was in middle school, so I've been there a couple times to watch him play. And as for the second question, really just an environment like that, not too many people get the opportunity to play in that kind of place and play another great team like that. So starting tomorrow, we go watch film, we go practice, try to, I would say, do the best we can, the game plan for their actions, their guards. They have a great guard, have great bigs, so we just have to do as much as we can and really stay locked in the whole game, and then we're gonna get our end result, which is a win.
How have you seen Yella's confidence level grow since he joined you guys a little bit late in the summertime to where it is now and the comfort level he looks like he is?
Yeah, Yella at first, he was kind of nervous or whatever, because coming from all the way across the world like that, I'd be nervous too if I had to go over there. So at first it was kind of a little nerve kind of thing, but now his growth since then, we really try to tell him, when you get it, like, you can shoot. You don't need to dribble too much. Let it go. He's been doing a lot better with that. He's been, rim running. He's been rebounding. So he got way more comfortable than he was when he first got here. He's going to get more comfortable as the year goes.
I'm sure after the Louisville game, you all took like a big emotional hit as a team. How have you all regrouped emotionally since then?
We just watch film, see what we can get better at. Like I said earlier, games like that, it happened early in the year. I think it was the third game, maybe. So our goal is to win a championship, and that's a couple months from now. So we're not gonna really drop that kind of game and let that affect our physical and mental state. We're gonna keep working, keep practicing, so we can get our end goal, which is winning number 9.
Did it give you confidence that the team's best play in that Louisville game was with you on the court?
I feel like we had a couple runs early in the game when I wasn't in the game. So I mean, I'm not gonna say that I was the reason that everybody. It's a team. It's not
I'm gonna say
one man show.
it sure looked like it.
Look, it's not my place.
Coach Pope talked about ladders tonight.
You say ladders?
Ladders, is that, did I get it right? For not getting back on defense.
Yeah, he tried to make a little rule. If you didn't sprint back in transition defense, then you had to run tomorrow.
That doesn't sound like fun. What's that process like?
Hey, I sprint it back every time. So I can say for myself, I don't have to run any ladders, but other players on the team, I'm not gonna name, but they got some running to do first thing in the morning.
What is it like playing for Coach Pope? Somebody who's so demanding and he's never satisfied. You could have a triple-double and he'd probably find something for you to improve on. What's it like playing for you?
He really just wants to see a greatness in a player, if that makes sense. So you can say he's never satisfied and he sound bad from the outside looking in, but as a player, like, he wants nothing but the best for you. So you could be having a great night. He's always going to say, like you said, you can have a better night, because he sees that we all have potential. We all want to get to the NBA one day. So he's always going to push us to our max to see where we can go. And even when you get to the max, he's still going to try to get you to go better than that. So it's great.
Yeah, I think you said your role was to hit three-point shots, play defense. Are you the kind of person who needs to get off a bunch of shots in order to get in a comfort zone?
Nah, I would say that I get my energy off defense, if that makes sense. So I'll check in, guard whoever I need to guard, doesn't matter. And getting stops, getting steals, getting blocks, that's what give me energy on offense. And on offense, I'm not really trying to shoot too many shots. If like the ones that's open, opportunity, I'm gonna shoot it. If not, go reset. So it's just if I get the opportunities, I'm gonna let it go. So.
It's got to help you when the first one goes in, though.
Yeah. Like, that's every shooter. I feel like every shooter say the same thing. The first one go in, it's like the goal turns into an ocean. That's what they say.
How comfortable do you feel is like a small ball floor? Are you comfortable there? Do you prefer to be a three? How do you see it?
No, I play any position you want me to play. So if you want me checking at the 5, I'll do whatever I want to, play the 5. I just want to play at the end of the day. So whatever he tells me to do, I'm gonna do it. Especially because I want to win. So I'll do whatever I can for us to win. If I have to play the 5 and rebound and not shoot, I'm gonna do all those things. So I'm really just a team player. Want to see everybody be great, and I love winning. So.
Kind of off the wall question. It looks like the assistant coaches are constantly with their clipboards tracking something. Do we know what the assistant coaches are looking for in each game? Have you all talked about that?
Personally, I have no idea what they look for. I just know they have the clipboards, and I just play.
Okay.
I don't know what they chart, but my job is to play the games. So
Yeah.
I try my best.
Yeah, I think I heard your dad talking on one of these radio shows. You guys have a pretty close relationship, right? What has been his influence been on you as a person and on your game?
Yeah, always, I feel like everybody needs a father example whenever you're younger. It gives you a establishment of what to look up to and what to mold yourself into when you get older. And he did exactly that. He said, respect everyone. trust isn't, you know, given, it's earned and stuff like that. So having a role model like that to look up to when I was younger really made everything easier as I got older.